Dude, you know what? It's not my thing, but you can do that.
All right, it's gonna be a great episode. Make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Guys, we've never met before, Griffin.
We have.
Actually.
Oh my God, we did. Yeah,
we did one time.
I think it's Saddle, right?
No, it was at
FTB.
FTB. Yeah, I remember
I
that.
got dragged into there.
Fucking stupid name is FTB.
For the boys. Yeah.
And they would run around with a Saturdays are for the boys flag. Every fraternity had been doing for like 5 years before that, and then
it was really creative.
Wait, you're saying that TikTok houses aren't original?
No, dude. Well, actually, there's some original ones. I just don't think they were on the most original track.
Which one is original?
I mean, Hype House and Sway were pretty original.
How?
No,
Yeah, they were the
Hype
new-
House
they were the
wasn't.
only one.
I mean, dude, it's
How
all,
was
it's all
either
kind of the
of
same
them
of what
original?
happened in 2016.
It's like
too.
same shit in different fonts.
We literally just
Yeah.
copied Jake Paul.
So was that what your mindset was in the beginning? It's like,
No,
do
it
what Jake-
actually happened on accident. So I was working in crypto at the time in Santa Monica. And I was like friends with Bryce, just like off the cuff being in LA. Went to Bryce's house, met Josh. And then from there, me and Josh actually argued with each other the first time we met. We hated each other for like the first couple hours. Then we sat down and like started talking. And like Josh is like, you've never met him, but
Yeah.
he thinks in like a very numerical and like analytical way. And that interested me because like I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Like I know nothing about entertainment coming into this.
Yeah.
All I knew about was like building businesses and scaling. And like I just saw that he was thinking numerically. Then I found out his dad's a calculus teacher. I was like, this is interesting. And then he started coming to LA more, was like sleeping on one of my friends' couches. And then from there, like Bryce had to leave his house because the lease was over and everyone was like basically sleeping on my friend's couch and bed and like floors. And then at that point it was like, maybe we should just get a house.
Okay, that's how Sway started. It was just
we didn't have a name, but there was an article coming out from the New York Times about like houses, and Taylor Lorenz called me. He's like, "Hey, like, do you have a name yet for your house?" I was like, "No." He's like, "If you can get me one by this time, we'll include you in the article."
It was like a couple hours. Dude.
Yeah.
So I sent everyone a text. I'm like, "Can everyone send some name suggestions?" Nothing. Like 4 hours later, it's like, "Hello, anyone alive?"
Yeah.
Nothing. Then like people started throwing out some names. I kept harassing everyone. They all sucked. And I literally went up with Thesaurus and I clicked like Thesaurus for influence, and like you could sway an opinion as a form of influence. So I was like, what about sway?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, half the people didn't reply, half the people were just like, fuck it at this point. We don't have another name, so go for it.
Damn.
They hated it at first.
But like names always suck at the beginning and they sort of catch on.
That's not true.
Yeah.
The name Michael Gruen was great from day one.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Griffin Johnson.
Where were you at that point? Were you part of Sway like in the beginning?
Well, I mean, like I was I moved in originally, but like I wasn't there when they started it at Bryce's. I was at school.
Okay.
And then I came out in September.
I remember one time you sat down and you were like, I got a $500 Trojan brand deal. He was so proud.
Yeah, I did
so
get a
proud.
brand deal from Cherokee.
Okay, that is pretty sick though. It's
I
a
was
Trojan
like-
brand deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's fucking sick. But I remember like $500. He was so proud. This is like before we moved out here.
Yeah.
I did.
You
I
were
flexed
way
on
smaller
He was
than
like,
too,
dude,
right?
if
Yeah.
I could make $10,000 a month, I'd be chilling. I'd be so happy. And I was like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like happy. You should definitely move out if that's like your standard.
But I mean, we all in the same different mindsets. Like $10,000 a month.
I was in college.
Right. I know. We were all in college. Like $10,000 a month is insane.
Yeah. it was
Oh,
like-
I'm not saying it's not, but it was
Yeah.
just like opening him up to a new world of opportunities.
Yeah.
And when he said like 10,000 was his goal, I'm like, I knew I could just blow that out of the water. Okay. So I was like, all right, then do it. Like I can give you my word, you'll make that. And I even told him like, I'll pay whatever the remainder is. If you go 1 month not making 10, I'll pay it. Well, then they started doing stupid shit, and I was like, deal off the table. Like you can't hurt your own self in the $10,000 game,
Keys
right?
cap.
What was that story? So what do you mean? Like, how were you being helped out there with the brand deals, and then it became like, what was the trouble part?
I mean, did you see our content?
So
bro?
I would suggest you Google Sway House, and like it all comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like.
I mean, they literally went on a bender for 6 months.
Is that what you describe it? It was basically a frat house in the beginning.
I mean,
Not basically.
not basically. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was bad, dude. I mean,
It
you
was.
just look up on the internet. It's like,
Yeah. It's the partying, like the lights going out, all that shit happened at the
Dude,
same
yeah,
time.
I
The
mean-
arrests.
No, the lights already went out when Griffin was out of the house.
yeah, that was
Griffin was actually not at either of those parties. He was in Indiana.
Okay.
I still got fucked from it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.